So this video isn't too long. Let's get into it and we'll see how we go. So first off, what you see here, this is just a cheap knife that I got from one of the markets. It's basically just, I don't know what handle material that is. Just a liner lock, you know, probably 440 or even 420 C steel on the blade there. It's sort of not very sharp. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it in frame here. So yeah, that was one of my recent purchases, just mainly because why not? It was something different. I hadn't seen it before. So yeah, I just got to try and remember to keep this stuff in frame. So that's one of the knives. Then I got this other knife at the same market. You'll notice that's looks like the Kershaw 1900, as I found out. Didn't know it at the time. It's a funny little opener there with this tab at the back that you push down to close it. And I dare say with the Kershaw one, it's much better quality, and you can probably push that up to open it as well. But anyway, that's this one. Let's say Columbia USA Saber Super Knife. I dare say that's made in China. Feels good though. It's an interesting. It gives you something to talk about to anyone. So yeah. Right, on to the next one. What we've got here is a knife that I've had for about 24 years. Used to go camping a lot when we were kids. So what we've got here is have a look at it. It's a Shellam 3242 model, Australia sort of branded knife, made in Japan. So you can obviously see the wear and tear I've put on this little monster over the time, sharpening, just misusing it as a kid. It's got the two blades there. You've got the big one and your little penknife style blade. Not very sharp, these ones that have had locked away for quite some time, or put away for quite some time. Just bringing them out for this. I've got a little collector's cupboard, I guess you could say, that glass cabinet that I put all of these knives into for show purposes. And here's one that my mum recently got me for my birthday. I won't divulge how old I am, but I am older than 30 and younger than 40. Probably closer to 40 than I am to 30. Anyway, so what we've got here is shaped like a bottle. It's got a little corkscrew there, and it's got a little knife. So I guess, back in the day, before everything had a screw cap on it, you used to have a tin foil or a lead type cap over the cork of the bottle. You would use this to cut around the neck of that cap to peel it off, and then once you've done that, if this will close, it's a bit stiff, you would then break out the corkscrew. Really don't know how strong that is or how long it would last, but yeah, it's a little beauty. I thought that was pretty cool. And here's another present from my mum for my birthday recently. It's a Sheffield, made in England. It's Sheffield knives. You can barely see the stamp on there. Yeah, so this is an old one. It's pretty cool. I like it. Single blade, nice pearl looking handles. The type of knives that we can use here in Australia. What we'll go next? Okay, here's an old fish knife I got years and years ago. Long time ago, probably 10-15 years ago. It's been through the ringer. It's a Stag. As you can see, I kind of abused it a little bit. So you get your long filleting blade here, and then on this other blade here, you've got your bottle opener, because you always need a cold beer when you're out fishing. The scaler, and this little bit at the point is to remove the fish hook. So yeah, that's where we are with that. That's another knife I've had for many years. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, little Victorinox Swiss tool. It's a pretty cool little knife. I mean, you got your little magnifying glass, well, multi-tool I guess, and then you've got your little thing with your flathead screwdrivers and your little Phillips head screwdrivers in there. Yeah, scissors, which have always come in handy. And then you got your little knife. I used to carry this in my wallet, but then there's been a couple of times when I've gone to get on a plane, gone to go to the airport to fly somewhere, and I've almost forgotten to take it out of my wallet. Had I not have, I would have been donating it to the security guys there and would never have seen it again. So we've got a toothpick as well, got a little needle, digging out splinters or what have you. And then the ballpoint pen, which surprisingly enough comes in handy quite often. When I used to carry this little card, it was actually invaluable. It was really helpful. All right, let's get in. We've got another multi-tool here. Oh yeah, and my partner got me this when she went overseas for 5-6 weeks, which was really nice. Actually, before I get onto that, she also got me this, a little Swiss Army knife, the Officer. I won't show you the other side because it has my surname on it. She got it from the factory there that does the knives. So yeah, nice knife. Never used it. It's really sort of just a knife that I like to have. Now you got your toothpicks. Try and stay in the camera here. Got the little emblem there. So yeah, really good knife, and it's fun. Another little multi-tool that she got me. She knows I like knives, collecting little gadgets and things like that. So she also got me this little thing here. It comes with a little saw, little screwdriver, tiny little blade here. I'm not sure what you'd cut that with, but cut with that. But yeah, it's not too bad. Also, fun thing about it, it's got this little LED light on it, which is sort of, you know, does a job if you're in a pinch. And a little pair of pliers. So yeah, that's good stuff. Alrighty, I might as well get all my other multi-tools out of the way. So here's a Leatherman that I got myself. You in the US wouldn't believe the price that we pay for these Leathermans over here. This probably cost me maybe 100 Australian dollars, 110 Australian dollars for the Leatherman Freestyle. Basically, it's you got the blade, which is basic a liner lock, and then you got your pocket clip and your pliers, which, you know, I've got to admit, this comes in handy quite often. But yeah, it's a pricey little gadget. What's this one? Oh, Leatherman Sidekick. Actually, I saw these were on sale in Bunnings. It's like a big discount, or big warehouse for building supplies and things like that. So yeah, the Sidekick, that was on sale for, I think it was $50. I thought that was great, so I ended up buying 2 of these. Pretty handy, not as well built as the Freestyle that I've got, but yeah, it does the job, does it really well. Pliers and all the other tools in there. Okay, and my last multi-tool. Alright, so what we've got here is a Victorinox Swiss tool. Now, obviously, in my cupboard, I have got the pouch for it, which comes with the little tools for it. Basically, Just got a big Honkin set of pliers on there, which is it's pretty handy. And then you've got all the little gadgets inside, which is really good because they lock. They lock into place, and you've got to pull down this little tab here to release them and get them back in. I was actually got this for my 10-year service working with Foster's. Not sure if you'll be able to pick that up on there, but yeah, and which has got the Foster's emblem engraved in it, stamped in it, just here. And yeah, 10-year service. So there's that one. Okay, I've got a couple of fixed blades. I'll get those out of the way. It's just a little Smith & Wesson that I got, that my partner got me, which is pretty cool. It is the HRT. Might look like Damascus, but it is not. It's just either acid etched or printed on there to be that way. I'm not sure what the handle's made of. It's not the sharpest knife, but then again, I'm not the sharpest knife either. Yeah, so that's one of my fixed blades. Get it all in, there we go. Nice belly on it, so I guess you could use it for something. Maybe it is sharp. Okay, so that's that fixed blade. Then we've got this fixed blade that my parents got me as a gift from Spain. So it's a Mueller. I'm probably saying that wrong. Gonna anger some people, but that's how I say it. Yeah, so I've had this one here for probably 10 years now. So it's a pretty handy knife. I've never really used it. I used it once to open a super glue tube. Biggest mistake I ever made. Glue dried immediately on the blade, and it wasn't until recently that I decided to clean that up. So yeah, nice little knife. Stuff like that. So yeah, no, it's handy. I'll have to work this camera set up in the future to get it a bit better. Right, now we've got a knife from Finland. It's basically, my sister got me this when she was over there. She likes to travel a bit, and so yeah, got this lovely finished knife. I used to have a smaller one of these that my grandmother got me, but I lost it when I moved. So you can see a nice mirror finish on the blade, and it is ridiculously sharp. So yeah, I never use this one. I mean, this is basically a keepsake and something that I'll keep forever. I love this knife. Okay, so another one of my, a couple more old originals. So here's one that my, actually this one here, Excalibur. This is the very first knife I ever bought myself. I thought it was the bee's knees. Thought it was fantastic. So yeah, and basically just a lockback knife, 440C stainless, made in Japan, and it's Excalibur. The model's 33320. So this is probably all back to front and upside down. I might have this set up anyway. So that's it. That's how it is. It's a pretty nice knife. Loved it. Used it. Came with a leather sheath, and yeah, I managed to not break it and to keep the tip on it, and it's still semi-sharp. Alrighty, here's another cheap knife that I got from a market. It says Boker on it, but it is pretty much guaranteed to not be a Boker. They come pretty sharp, aluminium handles, flow-through design on it, liner lock. It says Boker, made in Solingen. Unlikely to be. I'm pretty sure it's not a Boker, given it says that. Just a a cheap knife I got from the market, the same place I got the skulls. And this one obviously is a tip down only. So yeah, that's that one. And another one my lovely fiance got me was this Columbia. So you see the pearl, mother of pearl inlays in it. Very sharp point, very sharp blade. Nice little etching done on the bolsters, and on this side as well, same deal. Now this is Columbia Jin Lang Company, so number 268 is did I say that's the model? So yeah, that's another lockback knife. Good fun, nice knife to have. Okay, so now into the more recent acquisitions. My partner again, she got me this buck, model 266. So if you look at that, try and get it all in there. It's probably one of the longest knives that I have. It's got that, what is it? Mossy oak breeze type camo on it. So yeah, it's a pretty nice knife. It's a really one-way carry only, tip up. It's a lockback. It's probably 8 CR13 MOV steel on the blade. It's still nice, still sharp, solid knife, solid lock, nice, pretty sharp point on that. So yeah, I like it. I like all my knives. Alright, then she got me this. It is the Buck USA, model 395. As you can see there. I love the blade on this. It's only a short little blade. One of the very first actual pocket knives I got where you could actually pull it apart to an extent, as in removing the pivot screw, taking the blade out, giving it a bit of a clean, and things like that. So yeah, really happy with it. It's really sharp. No pocket clip on this one, as it came with a sort of a nylon sheath, which is, it's pretty nice actually. So yeah, it's a good little knife. And I bought myself this buck. So the Buck 722. So a lot of these have stickers on the boxes saying modified to be imported in Australia or to be sold in Australia. This was the first knife I got that you could actually pull the whole lot apart, torque screws all through it. Buck logo there, aluminium handle, probably 8CR13 MOV steel. It's a lockback. The pocket clip you can place in every single spot you can think of, which is pretty handy for those tip down, tip up, left hand, right hand, you know, you've all got your options. Nice blade, nice and sharp. Haven't really used it. Hopefully you're not getting an echo, which I think you are. So yep, that's that one, and I'm going to stop it now so that we can do a part two. See you soon.